What? We have a new Ariana Grande album, Petal. This is her follow-up to Eternal Sunshine, and it comes in the middle of her tour. I am very intrigued to hear this one. The first single, Hate That I Made You Love Me, didn't excite me a lot, but it's definitely grown on me. She said a word in the lead up to this album that has really just stuck with me, and that is feral. And that's kind of what I'm hoping to get from this album, which is what I didn't get from Hate That I Made You Love Me. I think that Ariana is one of the most talented pop stars around right now. I think that her vocals are obviously supreme. Her vocal production is supreme. And I feel like from what I've heard from the snippets from this album, she is taking it production-wise into a slightly different direction, which I'm excited to hear. If you like reactions just like this one, make sure you follow my channel for reactions and also the podcast, The Pop Pod. We've had artists like Charlie XCX, BB Rexa, Rose Gray on recently, so check out that if you want to see that. Otherwise, let's just get straight into this reaction of Ariana Grande, Petal. This is dark. Bit like The Weeknd coded. Great melody. I wonder what this is. I wonder if this is about her ex, because the verses are giving that it's kind of about the public. I love this part. Ooh, listen to those synths. I love that she didn't pronounce the whole of love. This is old Ariana back. We're not enunciating. I'm just realizing this is one of the only intros in her discography that doesn't have that kind of vintage old Hollywood feel. Interesting. It is dark, but it's still kind of a pretty sound. I really liked this one actually. That's an interesting start. This is track number 2, Hate That I Made You Love Me, which is the only one that we've heard, obviously. I always liked the production of this. I like that it's got this dark kind of eeriness to it. I just want to hear her attack things a little bit more vocally throughout this album. This is a pretty bona fide hit too, I would say. The vocal stacking here is beautiful. Love that too, that silence is very we can't be friends. Why does that line scratch my brain so much? The production is so swampy, and I mean that in a complimentary way.
Tell me why is it this way? Why you so hate to see
Sorry if it looks slightly different. We've had to have a quick camera change, but back into it. It's hitting for me today. I go really up and down on this song, but today it's working for me. There we go. Let's just keep rolling. Track number 3. This is the title track, Petal. Instantly love this beat.
Trying to feel something real to cry again.
I like that she's going into this. I feel like this is important because trauma has obviously been such an integral part to Ariana's work, to the point where I think people almost expect that to be the bedrock of her work. Her voice is still pretty, but this is kind of feral. Oh, that's interesting too. Wait, I want to unpack that line. Long as she gets the ovation each night, heartbreak won't bite. This is paradise. Yeah, it's like she uses the validation from the audience to maybe like band-aid over what's going on in her own life, which is interesting because at the same time she's kind of reckoning on this album so far with her relationship with her fans as well in kind of a negative way. But here she's like showing how they actually feed some of her like happiness, I guess, too. This feels like Thank You Next, Ariana. Trap House, Ariana. This is such a switch up from the first verse. And back into this beat. That's really cool. This is Max Martin and Ilya on production. And kind of killing it. Ooh. I want to go even further with that. Like, I want the distortion to ramp up here. That track's great. That gave me everything that I kind of wanted from this album. I'm excited to hear if she keeps mining into that sound further. Okay, this is interesting. Obviously, like, we've been through all her kind of relationships with her, and each record has, I mean, a lot of them have had sort of a breakup tied to them. This one feels like she's reacting to that in some kind of way, being like, she just wants to stay in it. She doesn't want it to end this time. We obviously know what happened. Unless this is about Ricky. So far, the melodies are way stickier for me than they were on Eternal Sunshine. And they're really fucking it up with the beats as well. This has like supernatural potential. Like, I feel like this could be the real grower on this album. It's too short though. I don't want it to end yet. Loved that one. Loved it. That feels like the poppiest one yet, I feel like. This is track number 5, Oh Well. I like this beat too. Ooh. Loving the ad-libs. Yeah. Whoa, that's great. I love the dysfunction obsession part. That's dark. This feels like jabbing at people's public perception of her again. I just throw a band-aid on my whole damn life. That's good. This fit. This is my favorite so far for sure. Different beat for Ariana. Great song. Really good. Could be up there with like the best Ariana songs. We're kind of like getting to the midway point, and I really see what she's trying to do here. I feel like there's even more to dig into. I feel like she can get a little rougher with the sounds. The lyrics can even go a little darker, but this is like she's planting the seed really nicely. This is track number 6, Big Feelings. I just feel like those kind of like 90s Mariah keys. This is like her in her positions bag. Didn't love that chorus. I'll give it a second go. That's like a Lana Del Rey ass lyric. Why is this just not clicking for me? I like it. There's something there. I feel like I'm going to come around to it. I like that line. It really feels like she's got more confidence than she did on Eternal Sunshine. She just like in a post positions like Ariana world, she spends a lot of time at like the top of her vocal range, and sometimes I love when you hear like the depths of it, like on something like True Story off Eternal Sunshine. It's not my favorite one so far, I've got to be honest, but maybe it's a grower. This is track number 7, Freak. Ooh, that's dark.
Baby, will you come with me? No.
I like everything about this except for the vocal processing is almost too smooth. Like this is where she can get a little grittier. That's beautiful though. Really strange melodically for her. Like the chorus kind of doesn't give you that payoff you're waiting for, and I actually like that. Ooh. Like somewhere totally different now. That's a great bridge. Yeah, one of the stranger moments on the album, but actually one of my favorites. It feels like she's finally realizing on this album that people take from her a lot. And instead of coming out in this kind of like therapy talk that she's given us on previous records like Eternal Sunshine, it's coming out in kind of anger, and that's actually a really interesting mood to hear from her. Oh, we're into the interlude, Warning Signs. That was really seamless. Oh. That's really creepy, that idea of her like existing around his world through her songs. Yes, that's what I want. Let's go deeper into that. This is track number 9, Like I Do. Could go into 7 Rings. Yeah, she has like her confidence back. I love that. Oh. This is where we could come out of the like high voice and give something a little bit more gritty. This really feels like fan and critics that she's coming for. She's really like twisted about the types of love that she gets from the people who follow her every move. It's really interesting to me that see the frustration that's coming through from artists like Ariana, and I think Taylor addresses it on Tortured Poets Department as well, is like this parasocial relationship is between fans and artists is really starting to reach boiling point, and it feels like it's getting too much for many of the artists. That line's hard. I like that one. I like it. It's dark. This is track number 10, Never Get Over Me. We haven't heard this Ariana in a while. I don't know, this feels like kind of yours truly. This has got to be a Ricky song. Oh. The self-awareness on this album is like more than ever for her. I love that line. She's talking about like relationships so different on this album to Eternal Sunshine. Like on that one there was like a purity and a kind of beauty to it. This one's a little like dirtier, and I think that's like Ariana back in her bag, really. This is a good one. I actually feel like I've kind of liked them all, apart from Big Feelings didn't sit with me immediately. Track number 11, Bad Thing, Bunny Hop. What? This is not what I was expecting from her at all. This feels like something off the Olivia Rodrigo album. Oh, okay. I'm in. This is definitely about Ricky. I like this. The idea that she knows that like this is such a bad idea to go back to someone she dated like literally almost as a like teenager, early 20s. But she's like, fuck it. This is like lyrically like a sister record to Bad Idea. This is one of my favorites. I absolutely love hearing her in this vibe. It just feels like all of these like opinions from everybody have gotten to her so much, and she obviously just purges that on the first half of the album. And the last couple of tracks, she's like, fuck it, whatever. This is track number 12, Nowhere Nobody. It's the final one. The kind of like alt rock references are something that I never really expected from her, but she introduced it on Imperfect for You on the last album. And it's very present on here. There's the Imogen Heap jumping out. Oh. This is really parasocial, but I just feel like this is the one for her. And I don't know why, but I just feel like it's right. That's like really key, that line to this whole album, I feel like. Been holding hands with so much complexity since I was 5. Like everything about her life has had to carry this heaviness and like this like overthinking about all of it. And it's had to be such a key part of all her albums. And on this one, it feels like she's like, I'm done doing that. I'm done like with all this kind of therapy speak. I just want to do what I want to do. It's kind of a love song to him, but I feel like it's also a love song to herself as well. Again, I love the production. I think the production across the whole album's been great. There it is. There's the full album, Ariana Grande, Petal. I'm going to need a moment to like gather my thoughts on all of it, but immediate takeaways from it is the darkness was there, the feralness was there. I wasn't expecting that distinct shift up towards the end where she really was able to let go a lot of those things that were really tormenting her at the beginning about the parasocial relationships with her fans, the fact that she's expected to carry this heaviness and respond to things in certain ways. And then obviously there's a breakup that's going on around that time as well. And then it just feels like a lightness steps in at the end, but it's very distinctly different to Eternal Sunshine's lightness. That one was very like embedded in kind of like mental clarity. This one feels like she knows that she might be doing the wrong thing, but she's going to do it anyway. And I actually like kind of love that vibe from her. And I love the place that she ends up on Nowhere Nobody. Really liked the production. I think it's quite a distinct shift from the last record. Hate That I Made You Love Me made me think that it might be quite similar, but it's not. And particularly Petal, I think, plays with the form of what we expect from her a little bit. And so does Bad Thing Bunny Hop. Definitely a very different song from her. I think the only thing that kind of like frustrates me throughout the whole thing is vocally, I feel like there's a toughness that she can unlock. She spends a lot of time like in the upper regions of her vocals, which are really like beautiful and obviously the real like Ariana Grande sweet spot. But she was starting to explore the depths again a little bit on Eternal Sunshine, and she leaves that behind her, and I would just love to hear more of it. Sometimes it's just too smoothed over, and for the kind of beats that she was taking on this, it would be cool to hear it a little rougher, but that is like quite a small note on an otherwise like I think really enjoyable first listening experience to this album. Let me know what you thought of it in the comments, and don't forget to follow or subscribe if you like reactions just like this. We're also going to do a pod on Petal next week, so if you want to follow the podcast, you should do that as well. But thanks for joining.